Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe we're talking about the possibility that cross-trade might not actually be coming to Warframe. As of last week, there was a lot of talk and drama going on, I would say, around this. It only happened really a couple days ago during the Game Awards, during an international stream, and then during Warframe Prime Time. Some stuff was generally just going on, so let's set the stage for what is actually happening. Step 1. During a Warframe International stream on the 7th of December, I believe, Zoro said that cross-trade just not coming to Warframe. Like, just straight up, it's not coming. I believe he said something along the lines of, don't want people to get their expectations up, not to expect cross-trade coming. I myself don't speak Spanish, so if anyone does, feel free to properly interpret this, but it seems like that's kind of what is going on here. So I'll go play the clip of what Zoro said, and if you want to translate, feel free, but to my knowledge, it does go down to something along the lines of, don't get your expectations too high, cross-trade is not happening, something along the lines of that. So let's actually take a look here and see what was said. This happened around 30 minutes and 9 seconds into the international stream. So, yeah, clearly I don't speak any Spanish, but people are saying it's around this time.
Y el cross en comercios, chicos, no va a haber cross de comercio. Ténganlo por seguro que no habrá cross de comercio.
So I think that's where he said.
Por favor, tengan eso en cuenta, ¿vale?
Not to expect cross-trade.
Decepcionen cuando nunca venga. No va a haber cross de comercios, ¿vale? Solo para que lo sepan.
So I might be a little wrong on that because naturally I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak anything other than English. But from what people are saying, they're like, wait, no cross-trade. Cross-trade isn't going to happen with cross-play and cross-save, but everyone expects cross-trade to happen. So that is currently what people are talking about in regards to that situation, and it definitely isn't looking good. Cross-trade kind of needs to happen one way or another with Warframe, or else the game would just be kind of a mess, if we're being honest here. If they have everything connected, but they're goobery enough to not be able to connect like cross-trade, then it just shows that like the Warframe system style of game might not work for anything other than like a one system game, right? It's hard to say for sure, but as of right now, it looks like that might actually be the situation. The fact that like Warframe might not be able to bring cross-trade here. Like they just straight up could ignore it with cross-save. Be like, we can't figure out cross-trade. Maru's Bazaar is going to be non-cross-trade locked when it's currently already cross-play available. Yeah, so we'll have to see. I want to say that the cross-trade situation should be enabled, right? Like we should all expect cross-trade to happen, and if it doesn't, well, people are going to be mad, people are going to yell, people are going to riot, rightfully so. Like if cross-trade does not happen with cross-save and cross-play when that's fully out, yeah, people are going to be mad, people should be mad, and if players quit the game, well, that's just how it goes. People have been quitting the game a lot this past year, and the game has calmed down a lot, so I just hope this isn't another reason or another thing for DE to give people to just stop playing. But I believe that cross-trade would probably still come, and if it doesn't, then we will all probably get mad at Digital Extremes. During Primetime 330, I believe Megan and Marcus had this little snippet where they were also talking about the cross-trade, cross-play, cross-save shenanigans. It comes down to them TLDRing it like, they probably would want to enable it, but I'll first just listen to what they have to say, and then we'll go from there.
And like I said, the forum post up currently is detailing out.
And this is Primetime 330, around 11:50 in it.
That we currently still have with cross-platform play. Like we mentioned about gifting, you can't gift. As a PC player, I can't gift someone on Xbox. Those are conversations that we're still having, similar to trading. We're having those conversations, and as we kind of ramp up what we're working on with cross-save, as our coders really get into it, we have to talk to all the subsequent platforms, make sure everyone's on board. So we are going to be having those conversations, and that may change, it may not change, but we still have to have those conversations. So if you're curious about trading or gifting, when we have concrete information to share with you, we will share it. But as of right now, the forum post is, the the truth, and that's currently what we're working with cross-platform play. And next up is cross-save.
Woohoo.
Love to hear it.
So that's kind of where they ended that there. They just said, as of right now, can't gift, can't trade, right? We still have limitations, but we'll see going forward. So unfortunately, that was kind of like a non-answer, nothing answer, but it's not too surprising. They don't have like concrete, yes, we're doing cross trade, or yes, we can enable cross trade, and they don't have concrete, no, we're not enabling it. So it's one of those things that's coming along with mobile and cross save, I would assume, where it's just like once it's out there, because it's kind of hard to open beta test cross trading. So it's possible that like one day it'll just be out there, right? Cross trade will just be enabled. But right now, we definitely do not have any sort of full concrete answers on the cross-trade, cross-play, cross-save situation. Most likely, cross-trade will be enabled when full cross-play and cross-save is out, possibly also mobile. We all kind of need to realize Warframe DE is doing so many shenanigans right now that it's kind of crazy, and I think they've just realize that they can't speak on a lot of things because they just don't know when it'll be ready or at like what time they can release it. And for cross trading, yeah, it's probably even a possibility that they straight up can't do it because of how they've like goofed up the systems, the platinum integrations, how they buy and sell things across platforms. So it's possible that Digital Extremes Warframe themselves have like goofed themselves into a situation where they just can't enable it properly. But who actually knows and who's to say? Not me, not you, not really anyone as a viewer. We're just kind of waiting and seeing. As of right now, we have like the iOS beta, we have crossplay beta, everything's like slowly coming out over this next year, so give it time and wait until we get like official cross trade, cross anything news from the devs. But most likely they have to enable cross trade, or else the like shitstorm of hate and vitriol that'll like go across the Reddit, across the forums, in game on the like region chat would be insanely high. So I would still just hold your horses, wait on that. Wouldn't take anything that Zorro said too seriously until it's all officially announced, because like they're just working on everything right now. Crossplay, cross trade, mobile, getting things to not suck, do vary next year, and then from there, who really knows? So give it time, give it time. I still think cross trade will be enabled because they can't not have cross trade. They just might have to like change around how they do platinum pricing on consoles versus PC and how they handle that. But I feel like cross trade in itself should be fucking simple because we just have the items. The items are goddamn the same across every console, right? The only difference is Riven RNG, but that's already into the game, so that shouldn't really matter, right? It's all in there. We have the stepping stones in place, so in theory, just adding cross trade once crossplay, cross save is in there, it shouldn't be that much worse. But that always goes down to like, is DE Warframe like evil enough to not enable it because they want more money? Like, if it doesn't get enabled, that'll 100% be the reasoning that everyone yells, and I too would probably, because that would just sound like a bullshit reasoning. Be like, guys, we just can't do cross trade. It's just not feasible. It's impossible. Can't code it, right? That all just sounds like lies. So they pretty much have to enable cross trade, and if they do, it would make more sense for them to more so like change around platinum pricing on different platforms for non-tradable purchasable items, but we'll have to wait and see how all of that goes. I think it'll be enabled. I think it'll be fine, and I don't really see a huge issue, but you never truly know. Right now is Tenobomb and all of the betas for Warframe. There's the Airship Syndicate game Wayfinder going into a little closed beta next week that Digital Extremes is publishing. So all in all, fun, exciting times, but I'm still gonna expect cross trade. So Pliss, cross trade? Yeah. As always, thank you all for watching. Sub, like, and check out all the other videos if you want to support the channel. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.